Before we dive in, let's get something straight. This video is not an attack on single fathers. Not at all. We know many single dads are incredibly responsible. They're hardworking, and they are deeply, deeply committed to their children. But here's the thing. Marriage isn't charity. It's a serious contract legally, financially, emotionally, and in terms of your entire lifestyle. So today, we're going to talk about 10 very real reasons you should think long and hard before marrying a single father. This isn't about feelings or social pressure. It's about looking at real-life outcomes. When you're making a decision that will affect the rest of your life, you deserve to see the complete picture, not just the romanticized version. Let's start with the first and arguably the most significant reason. You will never be the first priority. Now, this isn't a flaw in him. In fact, it's a sign of a good father. A dedicated dad will always put his child first. What does that mean for you in practical terms? It means his time is extremely limited. He's not going to be available for spontaneous date nights or long, lazy weekends together. His energy is constantly divided. After a long day of work and parenting, he might not have much left to give to you or the relationship. Most importantly, his major life decisions will always be child-centered. Where to live, what job to take, how to spend money the child's needs will be the primary factor. If you're someone who needs to be the absolute center of your partner's world, this dynamic can become incredibly difficult and even painful over time. It's a fundamental reality of the situation that you have to be honest with yourself about. Reason number 2. The ex-partner is a permanent fixture, unless she has completely vanished, which is rare. The mother of his child will be a part of your life forever. This isn't like a regular ex you can just forget about. She'll be at birthdays, school events, graduations, and eventually, her child's wedding. This relationship can bring a lot of complexity. There might be unresolved drama, disagreements over parenting styles, or financial disputes. Even if they have a perfectly amicable co-parenting relationship, you still have to navigate a permanent, built-in connection to his past. You will have to interact with her, be cordial, and manage your own feelings about her constant presence. It requires a level of emotional maturity and security that not everyone is prepared for. It's another person, another relationship that you have to manage for the rest of your life. Third, let's talk about finances. Marrying a single father often means inheriting a financial situation that's more complicated than you might expect. Child support is a major factor. A significant portion of his income may already be legally committed to his child. This directly impacts the household budget you'll share. It can affect your ability to save for your own goals, like buying a house, traveling, or even saving for your own potential future children. Beyond child support, there are countless other child-related expenses. School fees, extracurricular activities, healthcare, clothing. These costs add up, and they are non-negotiable. You're not just merging your finances with one person. You're stepping into a pre-existing financial ecosystem built around his child. You need to have very open and honest conversations about money before making any commitments. Reason 4 is a big one. You are an instant stepmom, but you have no authority. The moment you marry him, you step into a parental role, whether you're ready or not. But here is the catch. You often get all of the responsibility with none of the actual authority. You'll be expected to help with homework, cook meals, and drive to soccer practice. But when it comes to discipline or making important decisions, you might find that your opinion doesn't carry much weight. The final say will almost always rest with the biological parents. This can be an incredibly frustrating and thankless position. The child might resent you, telling you you're not my mom. Every time you try to enforce a rule, you can feel like a glorified babysitter in your own home. It takes a special kind of resilience to navigate this delicate balance without feeling powerless or resentful. Number 5. The child may not accept you. This is a heartbreaking but very real possibility. You can be the kindest, most patient, and most wonderful person in the world, but the child might still see you as an intruder. They might feel like you're trying to replace their mother, or they might be struggling with loyalty issues, feeling that liking you is a betrayal of their mom. They might resent the attention their dad gives you. This rejection can be subtle, like quiet withdrawal, or it can be overt, with acting out in open hostility. It's not personal, but it feels incredibly personal. Building a relationship with a stepchild takes a huge amount of time and patience. and there is absolutely no guarantee of success. You have to be prepared for the possibility that you may never have the close, loving bond you dream of. Reason number 6. Your life will be dictated by a custody schedule. Forget spontaneity. Your weekends, holidays, and vacations will be planned months, or even years, in advance, all according to a legal document. Is it his weekend with the kids? Then your plans revolve around that. Is it the ex's turn for Christmas? Guess you're celebrating on a different day. This rigid structure can feel very restrictive. You can't just decide to take a last-minute trip or have a quiet weekend alone together. The rhythm of your life is set by a court order or a co-parenting agreement that was created long before you were in the picture. You have to be incredibly flexible and willing to adapt your own desires and expectations to fit this pre-existing schedule. For someone who values freedom and spontaneity, this can be a very difficult adjustment. Number 7. You might feel like a permanent outsider in your own family. A father and his child share a history and a bond that was formed long before you arrived. They have inside jokes, shared memories, and a unique connection that you weren't a part of. Even in the happiest of blended families, there can be moments where you feel like you're on the outside looking in. They might talk about a vacation they took years ago or a funny thing that happened when the child was a toddler, and you have nothing to contribute. You're trying to build a new family unit, but you're joining a story that's already in progress. It can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation, even when you're surrounded by the people you love. Overcoming this requires a strong sense of self and the ability to carve out your own unique place within the family dynamic. Reason number 8. The dream of having your own family experience is different. If you haven't had children of your own, you probably have a vision of what that first family experience will be like. The excitement of a first pregnancy, the baby shower, bringing your firstborn home from the hospital. All those firsts with your partner. When you marry a single father, his experience is different. He's done it all before. He might be supportive, but he won't share that same wide-eyed excitement of a first-time parent. He's already been through the sleepless nights and the toddler tantrums, while you're experiencing everything for the first time. For him, it's round 2. This can create an emotional disconnect. You might feel like your experience is less special, or that you're being robbed of that unique, shared journey of starting a family from scratch together. Reason number 9. The emotional baggage is real. Every relationship ends for a reason, and a divorce or breakup involving a child is often more complicated and painful than most. Your partner is coming into this new relationship with you carrying baggage from his past. He might have trust issues, guilt about the breakup's effect on his child, or unresolved anger towards his ex. This emotional history doesn't just disappear when he meets you. It can influence how he behaves in your relationship, how he communicates, and how he handles conflict. You may find yourself dealing with the fallout from a previous relationship, helping him work through issues that have nothing to do with you. It requires a lot of empathy, patience, and emotional labor on your part to help him heal, while also building a healthy new foundation together. Finally, reason number 10. Your needs might be consistently put on the back burner. When you combine all these other factors, his limited time, divided energy, child-centered decisions, and financial obligations there, result is that your own emotional needs can often go unmet. After he's fulfilled his duties as a father and an employee, there might be very little left for you. You might find yourself craving more attention, more quality time, more emotional support than he is capable of giving. Over time, this can lead to deep-seated resentment and the feeling that you are giving far more to the relationship than you are receiving. It is crucial to have a strong support system outside of your relationship and to be very good at advocating for your own needs, because you can't rely on him to always anticipate them. Making a marriage work is hard enough. When you add the complexities of a pre-existing child, an ex-partner, and a whole history that doesn't include you, the difficulty level increases exponentially. This isn't to say it's impossible, but it requires a level of self-awareness, sacrifice, and emotional resilience that is truly extraordinary. So before you say I do, be brutally honest with yourself. Are you truly prepared for this reality? It's your life, and you deserve to make a choice that leads to your own happiness. Thanks for watching, and if this gave you something to think about, please like and subscribe for more real talk. See you next time. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we'll be diving into a topic that is incredibly important, but often gets romanticized: marrying a single father. Now, let me be clear. This isn't about discouraging love. It's about going into it with your eyes wide open, understanding the unique challenges you'll face. Love is beautiful, but it's not always enough to build a lasting, happy family. So, let us get real and talk about the 5 tough truths you need to consider before saying "I do" to a man who is already a dad. Your needs, your wants, and your plans will often have to take a back seat. This can be a tough pill to swallow, especially if you're used to being the center of your partner's world. Before you commit, you have to honestly ask yourself if you can handle being number 2 in the hierarchy of his heart, because in this family, you will be. The second reason is that you inherit a family you didn't build. When you marry a single father, you're not starting with a blank slate. There are established routines you had no say in, like Taco Tuesdays or specific bedtime rituals. There are parenting habits you might not agree with, whether it's screen time rules or discipline styles. You're re-stepping into a household that has been shaped by his past relationship and his life before you. You can add a few personal touches, but the foundation, the structure, and the overall design are already there. Adapting to an existing, deeply ingrained family structure is infinitely harder than building one together from the ground up, brick by brick. Reason number 3 is a big one. The child's mother is always part of the picture. You're not just marrying one person. You're joining an entire, ongoing family system that includes his ex. Holidays, birthdays, and summer vacations will involve coordinating schedules with her. When emergencies happen, she will be one of the first people called. It can be incredibly challenging to navigate this complex relationship, especially if there's tension or unresolved history between them. This brings us to reason number 4. Step-parenting comes with all of the expectations, but none of the authority. You might be the one doing school runs, helping with homework, and packing lunches. You're expected to love them like your own. This creates an impossible imbalance. You have all the responsibility of a parent, but none of the inherent respect or final say. It's a role that can quietly and systematically destroy your confidence, your peace of mind, and the respect within your own home. He's likely been through a difficult divorce or breakup. He may have endured a stressful custody battle. He might have deep-seated fears about relationships failing, causing him to be hesitant to fully commit or merge his life with yours. Love doesn't automatically erase past damage. let's get real about a topic that is often romanticized but rarely discussed with total honesty. Marrying a single father. Now, before we even start, let me be crystal clear. This is not about judging single fathers. They are often heroes, juggling immense responsibilities with love and dedication. This is about you. It's about empowering you to make a clear-eyed, informed decision that honors your own life, your goals, and your happiness. Because loving someone is one thing, but building a life with them is another. And when a child is involved, the stakes are exponentially higher. So, if you're considering this path, let us pull back the curtain and talk about the 10 realities you absolutely must face before saying I do. Let's start with reason number 1. You will never, ever be the top priority. And honestly, you shouldn't be. A good father will always put his children first. Their needs, their well-being, their stability, that is his primary responsibility. And while he will love you deeply, his role as a parent is non-negotiable. This means canceled dates because a child is sick. It means holiday plans changing to accommodate the other parent's schedule. It means a conversation being cut short because of a call from school. In a relationship without kids, you build a world where you are each other's number one. In this dynamic, you are signing up to be a very important, deeply loved number two. And you have to ask yourself, with brutal honesty, if you are truly okay with that, not just for a month or a year, but for the rest of your life. Reason number 2, you are not just marrying him. You are marrying his entire past. His ex, the mother of his child, will be a permanent fixture in your life. Whether their relationship is amicable, hostile, or somewhere in between, she will be present. There will be phone calls, text messages, co-parenting, apps, school events, birthdays, and holidays, where her presence or influence is felt. You will have to navigate this complex dynamic with grace and maturity, often without any say in how their interactions unfold. You might have to deal with her opinions, her schedule, and her feelings about you. This isn't a crazy ex you can block and move on from. She is a co-parent, and a connection to your partner is permanent through their child. This requires a level of emotional security and resilience that is far beyond what most relationships demand. Moving on to reason number 3. The honeymoon phase as you know it probably won't exist. The early days of a new marriage are typically a time for the two of you to bond, travel, be spontaneous, and build your foundation as a couple. When you marry a single dad, you're often stepping onto a moving train. The routines are already set, the schedules are already packed. Instead of lazy weekends in bed, you might be at a soccer game at 8 in the morning. Instead of a spontaneous trip to Paris, you're planning around summer camp and school holidays. The focus isn't just on us, it's immediately on the family. That beautiful, quiet space where a couple gets to know each other on the deepest level is often filled with the beautiful chaos of family life. And you miss out on that foundational just us time. This brings us to reason number 4. The ghost of the previous family. Every family has memories, traditions, and inside jokes. When you enter this new family unit, you're stepping into a space that was once occupied by another woman. The child might talk about the way mommy used to do it. There might be old photos around or stories that come up about family vacations you weren't a part of. It's not malicious, it's just history, but it can make you feel like an outsider in your own home. You have to work extra hard to create new traditions and new memories, while respecting the ones that came before you. It can be a delicate and sometimes painful balancing act, requiring you to have an incredibly strong sense of self so you don't feel like you're reliving in someone else's shadow. Let's talk about reason number 5, the discipline dilemma. This is a minefield. What's your role when it comes to discipline? Are you a parent, a friend, or just dad's wife? If you step in, you risk overstepping your bounds and hearing the dreaded words, "You're not my mom." If you don't step in, you can feel like a powerless bystander in your own home, especially if your parenting philosophy differs from his. Finding the right balance is incredibly difficult. He has been parenting this child long before you arrived, and he may have a system that he's not willing to change. This can lead to serious friction and resentment. If you feel your values about raising children are being ignored or dismissed, it's a conversation that has to happen before marriage, not after a major blow-up. Now for reason number 6. Your life will revolve around a child that isn't yours. Think about your daily life right now. Your schedule, your finances, how you plan your vacations. Most of your priorities are driven by your own wants and needs. When you marry a single father, that fundamentally shifts. Everything from what time you eat dinner, to where you can live, to how you spend your weekends is often filtered through the needs of the child. That's not a bad thing. It's just a fact of responsible parenting. But it means less flexibility for you, less spontaneity, fewer choices that are solely about what you and your partner want. If you're a fiercely independent person who values freedom and autonomy, this can be a massive adjustment. If you are not prepared for that seismic shift in your lifestyle, resentment can begin to grow silently, poisoning the relationship from the inside out. And this leads directly into reason 7. Blended families are statistically harder. This isn't just an opinion. It's a well-documented pattern. Research consistently shows that blended families, or step-families, face higher levels of conflict, more stress, and unfortunately, higher rates of divorce than first-time marriages. Why? Because you're dealing with all the normal challenges of a marriage, plus the complexities we've already talked about. Co-parenting with an ex, navigating step-parent roles, and merging different family cultures. It doesn't mean failure is guaranteed. Not at all. Many blended families thrive beautifully, but it does mean you're signing up for a challenge that is, by its very nature, on a higher difficulty level. You have to go in with your eyes wide open, knowing you'll need more tools, more patterns, and more communication than the average couple. Let us discuss something that is often overlooked. Reason number 8. Bonding with a child creates immense emotional risk. When you step into this role, you will likely pour your heart, your time, and your love into this child. You'll help with homework, cheer them on at their games, and comfort them when they're sad. You'll build a genuine, powerful bond. But here's the devastating reality. If the relationship with your partner ends, you may lose that child forever. You have no legal rights. You are not their parent in the eyes of the law. You could go from being a central figure in a child's life to a complete stranger overnight. That emotional loss, grieving a bond you have no legal right to maintain, can be absolutely shattering. It's a profound risk that you take on, and it's a potential heartbreak that goes far beyond the pain of a typical breakup. Reason number 9. The financial pressure increases significantly. A single father has financial responsibilities that a single, childless man doesn't. There are child-related expenses for food, clothing, education, and healthcare. There might be child support payments or other legal obligations from his divorce. His financial flexibility is often limited. When you get married, you don't magically erase those pressures. In fact, you often take on a share of that responsibility, either directly or indirectly. Your combined income might now need to support a larger household, and your own financial goals like saving for a down payment or investing for retirement might have to take a back seat to more immediate child-related costs. It has a practical reality that can add a significant layer of stress to the marriage if not discussed openly and planned for. And finally, we arrive at reason number 10, which might be the most important point of all. Love does not require marriage. In our culture, we often see marriage as the ultimate expression of love and commitment. But it's not the only one. You can love a man deeply. You can support him, be present for him and his child, and build a beautiful, committed life together without legally binding yourself to a situation that may not align with your long-term goals or your fundamental needs. Marriage is a legal and financial contract. It should be entered into freely, with a full understanding of what it entails, not rushed into because of emotional pressure or a feeling that it is the next logical step. Sometimes, the most loving and self-respecting choice you can make is to continue the relationship on terms that work for everyone, without the legal entanglement of marriage. Take your time. Your happiness is worth it. Thank you so much for watching and for engaging in this important conversation. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more honest talks about life and relationships. See you next time.